Hello folks, Jason Chrisman, JC's Bees, your Central Ohio beekeeper. Today we're not going to discuss beekeeping or anything related to bees. We're going to talk about security. Reolink. This is actually their new camera, the Go PT Ultra, a 4K option. This camera here is the Reolink Go PT Plus. I got this camera about a year ago and it's worked out wonderfully for me. Today I'm going to compare the two cameras. We're going to talk about the differences and what I like about the Reolink Go PT option. One of the biggest things I like about these cameras is the pan and tilt option. It's pretty much set up so that anything that's in your camera's view, you can tune in and see. And if your camera can't see it, all you got to do is turn it. Pretty handy feature. One of the other things I like about this camera is the fact that you're able to get a SIM card and set it up on its own data plan if you don't have Wi-Fi. And right now we're at my leased farm. There is no Wi-Fi. We're in a very rural area and these cameras work flawlessly. I can set them up to be notified when they sense motion, and the really cool thing is that they're able to tell what detected the motion. Was it an animal? Was it a vehicle? Was it a person? And all that comes up on the notifications on your phone. So this is a closer look at the Go PT Plus. And with both cameras, I've mounted them to a board, and what I do is I move them around the farm or the homestead, and I'm able to keep track of anything that's happening on the farm. If I have troubles in an area, I move the camera. If I want to keep an eye on the cow herd, I move the camera. If I want to see what's going on in my bee yard, I move the camera to the bee yard. Now I have made one upgrade to this camera, and that is this antenna. Besides that, this camera has worked flawlessly for me, and the antenna that came on the camera worked flawlessly for me. So basically with the antenna, what happens is over a period of time, and I'm talking several months of bending it back and forth like this, there's a real small wire in here that runs from the connection up inside of the antenna. That small wire snapped from the repeated movement of the antenna every time I would adjust it. And that's the only issue I've had with this camera in the year of having it. So for a $10 antenna or a $12 antenna, I'm not going to complain too much. This antenna has done me wonders. So we got the camera app open. You're able to see what I'm seeing. You can see that the Reolink can see me. We have the option to pan or turn right from the app. Let's turn it back. We can tilt the camera down. We can bring the camera back up. We can also close that and we can sound an alarm. Or if we wanted to, we could even talk to the person by pressing the talk button on the app. What are you doing on our farm? What are you doing on our farm? So you got a lot of different options here. So we got a lot of different options here with the Reolink app. And you can also turn on and off to be notified if there is motion detected. Now real quickly, let's go over and take a close look at the Reolink Go PT Ultra. So you can see it's set up just like the other one. I have it mounted to a board and it makes it really super easy to move it around. Now as far as the features of the 4 camera, there's a lot of new stuff going on here. So you're going to notice by looking at the face of the camera, it's got lights on it now on the 4K option. The Go PT Plus does not have those lights. On the application at the very top, there is a flashlight. By clicking the flashlight, we can turn on the lights. Now granted, those lights don't do a whole lot in the day, but during the night, when it senses motion, those lights will kick on. That can sometimes be enough to deter a thief, somebody trespassing, something of that sort. Those lights also give you colored night vision when the lights are on. Now, without the lights on, you're going to have the normal black and white photo. When you kick to engage the lights, the photo is going to go to color. It's a pretty amazing feature. Now, both of these cameras have a time-lapse feature. You can get the sunset. It's got several different options there. They've also got an area, let's say we're looking out this way, and I don't want any motion detected, let's say around the tractor. So I can take and put a box on the application around the tractor, and anything in that box will not trigger motion on the camera. So that's a pretty handy feature. If you've got a walkway or something that people commonly travel up and down, and you do not want motion detected, this box could be pretty handy. Now, to set this camera up is super easy. It's basically plug and play. You're going to hook up your solar panel, which plugs into the back of the camera. You're going to roll this camera around to where you find the insert for your nano SIM card. There's going to be a little rubber piece here. You're going to pull that down. You're going to stick in your card. You're going to stick that rubber piece back in to keep any moisture from getting in there. And on the back of the camera, you're going to turn it on. Once you turn it on, it's going to run through a little phase to calibrate. And then after a minute or so, you're going to hear system activated. Pretty darn simple. Plug and play, folks. Super, super easy to set these cameras up. Now, as far as the solar panel, super reliable. I've never, ever had to take this camera back to a charging station to charge it up. The solar panel has done everything I've needed, and the solar panel's held up really well in the weather too. With the other Reolink camera, I had it out here over the winter last year watching the deer, and there was times I came up here and I had icicles hanging from the solar panel. Didn't hurt it at all. You know, and that's another thing. Trail cams, trail cams have nothing on this. I don't have to run to the woods, get my SD card, and come back to the house to see what's going on. I can simply pull up my Reolink app and go to the playback feature and see everything that's stored on my memory card. So besides that small antenna issue, no major problems to complain about. I really, really like these cameras. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link down below, give you a discount on these Reolink cameras if you're wanting to try one out, or maybe you want to expand the cameras that you have. So go down in the video description. Maybe I'll even throw it up here on the screen somewhere, maybe use a QR code or something, make it a little bit easier for those watching TV to be able to use this discount. So like I said, if it's something you're interested in, go down in the video description and check it out. One thing I should mention is these cameras work on the T-Mobile data plan. What I did, because T-Mobile is not really a big service here in my area, I went to T-Mobile's website, went through their coverage map, and looked at it, and I actually seen it was kind of spotty in my area. So I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. This was a year ago, and I'll give it a try. And I'll tell you folks, it's actually worked really, really well for me. And the coverage was spotty in my area. So don't think because it is narrowed down to T-Mobile that it's probably going to not work for you, because that wasn't the case for me, and that's what I thought going into this. I'm a big supporter of the FlexiBoom data plan. You can get a year's service over there on FlexiBoom for like $125, something like that. So if you're looking for a good data plan, check out FlexiBoom. I'll leave a link for them in the description also. It's a heck of a security setup, folks. If you're having problems with anything, or you just want to keep an eye on what you own, this is what you need right here. Very reliable and dependable cameras. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope maybe I taught you something. And if not, well, I tried. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here next week, folks. Thanks for watching JC's Bees.